Good morning, everyone. Okay, today we're going to be naming triangles. For the most part, it should be brand new for everybody, unless you did it on Alex. Okay, so there's different types of triangles out in the world, and we're going to be naming them. Okay, so here are our choices. The first name is going to be an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. And well, the name is kind of similar to what it stands for. Equilateral. Equilateral means all three sides are equal. Okay, so if you have an equilateral triangle, that means that all three sides are equal. So let's sketch one out. Does this look like all three sides are equal? Sure does to me. Sometimes they'll use like little tick marks to signify that these three are equal. So if they have that same amount of ticks, that means that they're equal. So, or they'll use numbers. So they might go like, okay, this is 5 centimeters, 5 centimeters, and this one's 5 centimeters. So they're all 5 centimeters. So therefore, this is called an equilateral triangle because all the sides are equal. Okay, so that's the first vocabulary word, equilateral triangle, when all the sides are equal. All right, the next one is called an isosceles triangle. Isosceles. Okay, an isosceles triangle has two sides that are equal. Two sides that are equal, and the third side is different. So I like to think about this one as like a Christmas tree. Wow. So in this Christmas tree example, these two sides are equal, but then this one's different. So you see how this one has two ticks? So that means these two ticks don't match the one with the singular ticks. I could say that this is 10 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and this one's like 8 centimeters, for example. So you see that these two sides are equal, and then this one is a little different. So therefore, it is isosceles. Let me see if I can rotate this. So with me, okay. So I can move the thing up a little. Okay. Isosceles triangle, two sides that are equal, 10, 10, and 8. All right, the last vocabulary word for the day is called a scalene triangle. Scalene triangle has no equal sides. 0 equal sides, okay? So we can just draw a random triangle. Okay. And this side has 1 tick, this had 2 ticks, and this side has 3 ticks. So none of the ticks match, and none of the numbers will match. So like if I have this, say this is 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 5 centimeters. So none of the numbers match, none of the measurements match. There are no equal sides. So therefore, this is called a scalene triangle. So let's review. An equilateral triangle has all 3 sides that are equal. All 3 sides are equal. So they all match. They all have an equal equal measurement. It's called equilateral. Like you can actually hear it. All the sides are equal. An isosceles triangle has two equal sides, and the third one is different. Two sides that are equal, only two. A scalene triangle has no equal sides, okay? So this is all about vocabulary and just knowing the definitions, okay? So scalene triangle has no equal sides. Isosceles triangle has two equal sides. And an equilateral has all equal sides, okay? So, I mean, to practice, we're going to do a couple together and then you're going to do it on your own. Don't base it on my drawings. Base it on the numbers, okay? Okay, so we have this triangle here. So basically, yeah, identify each triangle based on the sides. Is it equilateral, isosceles, or scalene? So you look at it and you determine, well, how many equal sides does it have? It has two. So because it has two equal sides, we're going to call it isosceles. So we just name it isosceles. And that's it. Okay, so here's my triangle. This one measures 2 inches, 6 inches, 4 inches. So do any of these sides match? Do any of the measurements match? Nope. So what do we call it? Equilateral, isosceles, or scalene? None of them match. That's right. You should have named it scalene. All right, this one has no numbers on it, but it has all these same amount of ticks on it. This one has one tick, this one has one tick, this one has one tick. So if they have the same amount of ticks, it's like they have the same amount, if they have the same measurement. For example, if this was 10, 10, 10, they're all the same. So what do we call a triangle that has all equal sides? Again, here are your options. Equilateral, isosceles, scalene. So what would you call a triangle that has all equal sides? That's right, equilateral. All right, awesome. So we're going to practice these using a worksheet. My suggestion is to just have your notes opened to the note page, this one. Basically, these are your three answers, either equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. In your answers, don't write triangle, just write equilateral, isosceles, scalene. Make sure it's spelled right because Google will mark it wrong if it's misspelled. So just take it slow when you type it in, okay? That's it. So this is basically what we're going to be learning. The three names of a triangle: equilateral, isosceles, and scalene. Okay. So you're going to have just a couple of problems to do. This will be the first page. Number one's already done for you. Equilateral triangle. Don't want you to write the word equilateral. So based on the measurements, do you call it equilateral, scalene, or isosceles? And let's see. Okay, probably gonna add these three at the bottom. Okay, so this will be your worksheet. Number one will be already done for you, but remember, don't write triangle. Okay, so identify each triangle based on the sides, equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. So I'm going to give you 1 through 9, and 1 will already be right for you. Look at that. So based on the numbers, what do you call it? Okay. Number 7, 8, 9, they don't have any numbers. You have the ticks. So go back, review what the ticks mean. They're like measurements. They match, they have equal sides. If they don't match, they don't match in measurements. Okay. All right. Have a good one.